Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome, replay viewers. We're back at Westhampton, Long Island Railroad Station here on Westhampton, Long Island, for the arrival of tonight's Cannonball. Hi, Kathleen. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. I thought I had the chat window set up where I could read it in supersized text, but I guess I didn't set the settings properly again. Yeah, that was quite a storm earlier today, although it missed us. It passed us and just to the north of us, so we had no complaints where I am. Anyway, we'll see how this train fares tonight, whether it's packed or not, and see how things go here. I'm able to read the chat right now because of the overcast conditions. The sun isn't shining right in my eyes, so we're all right that way. Let's get lined up here. Oh, you were in Selden. Okay, so it was like the middle of the island that got hit very hard. I could see where we were from. You could look up to you could see the dark clouds up over Manaville, that area. That's typical what happens with us where we are. Most of these storms stay north of Sunrise Highway. Hi, Andrea. Good to see you again. Welcome. Welcome back for the Cannonball arrival at Westhampton. The time is 5:31, so we have 10 minutes before the train arrives. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Kathleen, that the weather forecast for the weekend is supposed to be pretty terrific, so I think maybe we'll see a packed train tonight. Let's just spin around here and introduce you to some. Here's my friend James, whom I've traveled on the morning train in the past, over the past years. A lot of times we would be on a 5:08 a.m. train from Spionk to New York. Early birds. So James is waiting for a friend of his to arrive on the Cannonball. And there goes a jet taking off from Westhampton. Or maybe he's circling around to do a landing. I'm not sure what that was. Maybe that was a takeoff. That's Gabreski Airport here, Suffolk County Airport here in Westhampton. Many years ago, in my younger days, it was a United States Air Force base. And they still have the New York Air National Guard contingent there at Gabreski Airport. How many seats on the Cannonball? I did some more research on that for you, Kathleen, because I gave you an erroneously high number. Figure the average seating on each C3 bilevel car is 140 seats. And what that means is the cab cars have 137 seats. The towed car has 143, and the towed car with the restroom on it has 140. So 140 times 12 would give us the number of seats available on this train. So that's about 1,600 seats. In the past years, with all the standees and everything, they had close to 2,000 people on this train, but I don't think we're doing that anymore since the days of COVID. I think they're restricting how many people can crowd onto these cars now. But if you remember from some of my videos from years gone by, we would look into the vestibule area of the car when it stopped here at the platform, and you'd see people standing shoulder to shoulder in the doorways and even in the conductor's cab. So probably in the past they carried at times up to 2,000 people, but I would say right now it's being restricted to about 1,600 people, which is still quite a bit when you think about it. It's the longest in terms of equipment Long Island Railroad passenger train. 12 passenger cars and the 2 locomotives. Let's get centered here. So we'll catch the engine as it comes around the curve up to the west of us at North Country Road. And there's a deer grazing, browsing right along the north side of this siding track. So I'm sure when that train comes in, he's going to bolt out of there. Hopefully not in front of the train. And there's a horn we hear from the train approaching. And we pass through Spionk. That sounds like the horn for North Country Road, Old Country Road, excuse me. We'll see. Although the breeze is coming out of the west. All right, there's the headlights of the lead locomotive. All right, good news. The deer heard the horn and he bolted off into the woods. So we won't see any craziness there. Mitchell, good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for Michael. Do I have it right? No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to read the script here. Yeah, it is Mitchell. Good to see you again. I have to work on the chat window there to get the font size up so I can read it better. That's an ongoing project. Okay, here comes Cannonball to Westhampton, arriving a few minutes early tonight. And let's see who's in lead. Yeah. 501. DM30AC 501 is lead locomotive. And we'll find out who is in trail after they do their double stop. Okay, the first 8 cars have platformed. Let's see what they do tonight. I think, oh, they're doing a 6 and 6 split again. In years gone by, they used to do an 8 and 4, and I mean by that I mean they would open up the first 8 cars on that, since 8 cars can platform here at Westhampton. Then they'd execute a double stop, pull the train forward, and open up the rear 4 cars for the people in the rear 4 cars to get out. But this season, the 3 Cannonballs I've seen now, they're doing 6 and 6 splits. So the folks who are in cars 7 through 12 are still waiting. And this is a much bigger crowd than 2 weeks ago when I was here. Don't know, it doesn't look like it's as big as the Memorial Day crowd, the crowd that was for the first Cannonball of the year. Still a good sized passenger load. Okay, here we're executing a double stop now. They'll pull the train forward, stop it again after the 6 rear cars can platform. And they have to do this at all the stations east of here. From what I can see, it looks pretty crowded. 5:22 tonight. There's maintenance of equipment crew in the trailing locomotive. These men are on board to make sure there are absolutely no mechanical problems going to happen with this train. Long Island Railroad doesn't want a train running with 16 or 1,800 people to have any problems. So 501 in the lead, 522 in trail, 12 Kawasaki C3 bilevel passenger cars. The next stop after Westhampton will be Southampton, followed by Bridgehampton, Easthampton, and finally Montauk. So that was a short dwell time tonight. They were able to unload the 12 cars in pretty short order. I think that was a little salute to all of us who are watching live here. The average train, well, you were asking that question, Kathleen. Yeah, much less than the Cannonball, that's for sure. Because James, good to see you again. See you next trip.
Yep.
Obviously, most of the other diesel trains with the C3s are half the length of this one. So if you're lucky, you can maybe have a maximum 600 to 800 people on a normal, regular commuter train in the diesel territory. Let's watch the action here in the parking lot for a while. We can't go anywhere for a while. I'm parked over there, and it's going to be a while before I can get out of here. Good sized crowd for a non-holiday weekend, and also the fact that schools are still in session. I would say that once school is out, there'll be a lot more people traveling. And then, of course, the big one is going to be Friday, July 1st, assuming the weather is good. I think July 4th weekend is going to be mobbed here. All right, so this is the Westhampton station parking lot. Why are we honking our horns here? This is almost like Midtown Manhattan here instead of, well, I just answered my own question. It's Manhattanites and Cityites transposed to the east end of Long Island. Enough said on that. Oh, you were? You were at Master Crossing when the train came through? Good. That means you caught him traveling at max speed through there for the diesel territory. So he was probably doing at least 65 miles an hour as he passed through Mastic Shirley. And thank you for joining Rails of the LIRR. Thank you. Okay, this is going to take me another 5 to 10 minutes to get out of here tonight, but no problem. It's about a 20-minute drive from here to my home. Yeah. Jacob, hi to you. Thank you for joining. If you missed the live broadcast, then we can go to the replay, and this will be up on my YouTube channel for replay viewers. All right, good people. Thank you very much for joining me for tonight's June 17th Cannonball, and we'll be back with you on the air again soon, one of these fine times. Hopefully again next Friday for the next Cannonball. So from Westhampton, Long Island, New York, I'll be signing off now. Thank you very much. Take care, everybody.